Yeah, it's your boy Fist in his ass, bringing another great edition of Modern Warfare 3 for me to use, 'cause that's what I do. It's the weekend. And it's like the first warm weekend everywhere. Isn't that awesome? It's like about time. I've been waiting a while. But, yes, so I've been on my hiatus. You know, I do like to play other games, but you have to realize when I do like playing other games, it's games that I like playing. Like, you know, there's only a couple games that I really like to play, and it's like Call of Duty, Diablo, and any other new game that I deem necessary that I like. I would say a little sliver of Minecraft on Xbox only. That's about it. You know, pretty much, I mean, I just can't play games. I mean, I see people that are like, oh, this game's coming out, and I play this, and like, and they attach this stigmatism to themselves, like I'm a true gamer and play all these. Dude, that's not me. I don't know what I am. Like, I like a couple games, that's it. That's what I play. So, you probably heard that there's this Billionaires Challenge thing going on. Billionaires Challenge 3, it's next week. So they're gonna like have a bunch of people, like I would say like 4 or 5 people in California. And then they're going to have a bunch of online teams too as well. Everybody's competing for 10 grand. Obviously, you know, I mean, whatever team that I'm on, I'm not expecting to win $10,000. And if we do have a good team and we do win, if we do win the $10,000, I know at least out of the 4-man team that I'm donating my $2,500 to cancer research for children. I don't need the money, so if I win, that's who I'm donating the money to. You know, I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Like, I'm not, like, I've been playing Diablo 3. I'm not making excuses for myself. I can barely get these videos out, but you know, my mind's really not with Call of Duty at this juncture of all junctures. As El Presador would say. I mean, he's fishing, you know, that's what he's fixated on right now. I'm fixated on Diablo 3, you know, and you know, T-ball for my little man there. So I'm not really into it. I mean, summer comes around, I don't even want to be in the house, to tell you the truth. If Diablo 3 wasn't out, I probably wouldn't even, I'd barely be playing this game, and I'd be, you know, out doing whatever, you know. But Diablo 3 hasn't been out in 20 years, 10 years, 12 years, whatever it was. Had to give it a look, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, and see, it's ingenious. Like, they released the game in May. I mean, don't you, I mean, well, why don't you other companies get that? Other companies don't get that. We will get to the weapon and what I'm using right here, but I like to cover this stuff. It's been like 2 days since I talked about anything, but I'm like, you see I went to Walmart the other day, and I was looking for a strategy guide for Diablo 3 because I was looking for like intricacies that I couldn't find anywhere else, and I wanted to see pictures of certain things. So, and I go to the shelf and I'm like, damn, Walmart is sold out of Diablo 3. I couldn't find it anywhere. I mean, I went to Best Buy. I had to go to 3 places. I went to GameStop, then I went to Best Buy, and they barely had any stuff left over. So I was like, damn, I'm a genius. May releases, baby. I mean, people are tired of Call of Duty. Now, I'm not saying Call of Duty is a bad game, because everybody, you know, they get hyped for it when, you know, November or October or whatever. Because, you know, the thing is, like, everybody jock rides it, you know. It's like, it's not even, it's like a fad now. It's not even like, I mean, some people think it's like super popular, but I don't know. It's kind of funny. You got Facebook, and they got everybody's personal information, and they're selling it on the NASDAQ now. I mean, people don't realize that, you know, Facebook has everybody's information, and that's what people are buying into. They want to know, like, everything about you, so that way they can pitch the right commercial to you to get you to buy. It is the best advertising tool ever made on Earth in all history of mankind. So, like, you know, literally, it tells it tells you everything you do. Every time you make a move, and you like, it pops up. I'm going to eat lunch at so and so. This is what I'm doing. Somebody could comprise a profile of what you like and eat, and then direct those commercials towards you, and you would probably get a 50% ratio to buy something. That's what they're selling. It's not selling, because if that was the case, Instagram and a couple of bazillion other places, Facebook's an over-glorified place where you share pictures and talk about it. That's it. So I'm glad I'm not part of Facebook. I never was. I was part of the generation that your personal information is your information. As far as I go is this and Twitter, and that's it. I mean, Twitter is the last anonymous place left over. So anyways, let's get on to the gameplay, right? Those are my thoughts for today, but I am using the FAD with a red dot kick, and I am using sleight of hand, and everybody says, go for your perks. I never do. Dead silence, and sleight of hand, dead silence, and whatever the other one is. I don't know. It's just, oh yeah, and an assassin. Because, you know, I mean, I don't know why I'm using assassin when I don't have a silencer on. It doesn't make no sense, right? But, and my duels are the secondary FMG9s. Look at that. Perfect reason to use them. You have to have something that's strong against a person with a shield like that. I mean, you got to be able to just demolish it, shotguns, so on and so forth. But this, I mean, this is the second video in the series, and the FAD is a very hard weapon to use. Now it is very touchy to which game type you want to be using again. Now, obviously, Team Deathmatch has changed, and it always changes. It's always on a bell curve. It always changes. And then once, you know, like in later months in May, once everybody gets out of school, and they have over like 50,000 kills, people do not move in Team Deathmatch, and it is almost a surgical nightmare from daytime until like late afternoon, and I mean probably all around the clock, just to like remove people in certain spots in the game. And the FAD without a silencer is not the one to be doing it. It's more or less ground war domination support weapon without the silencer, and maybe damage for long distance, as I showed with the ACOG. I don't see people running around, especially with the mobility, because you know when you're running an assault, you're not gonna have the mobility you think you have to outflank people as you know you were to have, let's say, an SMG mobility. So you're not gonna have that. So overall, like I said, I mean, it's an over-glorified, and I actually went into a private match and shot this weapon, and the spread patterns change. It's not always the same. Sometimes you get like a big circle, which means that if you try to shoot somebody in the head with the red dot, and even if you do have kick on it, it'll shoot, and then it'll go. It's kind of like a counterclockwise circle out into a I would say probably like a quarter size or bigger, maybe like a $half size spread pattern. So if you're aiming at somebody's head and they move, the shit's, you might miss it, and you'll wonder like, how come I got never hit nobody? That's what it does. So is it better than the AK? I think the AK goes straight up and down at a higher rate, and sometimes the FAD will do that. It'll go straight up. So it's not very predictable as far as like, its tendencies. As it kind of reminds me a little bit like, maybe the FAMAS. I'm not the FAMAS, but the AUG. It's goofy sometimes. It has some tendencies that you have to play the weapon for a long time in order to master it. You can't be just like, oh, I'm gonna pick up the weapon, and then if you have a bad game with it, you'll just be like, quit. It's not one of those weapons. It's a weapon that you have to get used to how it shoots, and you better be on a good connection once you learn. Like, if you have a bad experience and you have a bad connection, and all together it winds up like that, then it'll be really bad for you. You'll be like totally give up on the weapon. But anyways, that goes from there. Look at this awesome snipe shot. Snipes. But I hope you enjoyed this commentary. I'll try to bring you. I think my next FAD video is going to be the silencer. So until next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace. I'm out. Diablo 3, baby. Peace.